made a permanent home in my head. You moving like a goddess, come my way, my way, my way. Your hips on the move, only a real one can do what you do. I caught a body, but you was the shooter. Damn. Shot me down one time. Now you wanna hug me down, long time. Funny how the love can change sometimes. So me say, hey, pack up a bago. I'm pulling up on you. Let me show you my world. Oh. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
Adicto a ti, mi flaca. Tu cuerpo sacude como un maraca. Te miro y miro, so sube y baja. Como en Caracas bailamos al ritmo del bajo y la caja. Y tú mi África, yo tu casino en América. Quiero bambino contigo, ma. Te beso bien suave en el limón, ma. Te quiero con vino, limón, no sé. Tu cuerpo es un carnaval, yeah. Tus ojos trascendental, y tu espíritu natural. Me enamora con besos en el final, yeah. De África al tropical, nuestro amor es transnacional. Lo que tenemos presidencial, aquí la vista está
told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Can't wait to show you off. Come out, I'm pulling up. Come out, I'm pulling up, yeah.
Oh ma, lo que tengo contigo, ma. Esto está fijo, ma.
She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got me, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, yeah. Thought I met you at the wrong time. Then you caught me on that one night. Girl, I wanna know how this thing get out of my control. Zip line into your timeline. Hey, that body don't lie. I didn't care for the hype, yeah. But when I saw you tonight, ooh, girl, you know just what you're doing. I'll go 1,000 miles to show you that I'm right for your love. Hey, keep breaking necks when you passing them by. Make sure they know that you taking love in your vibe. Let's be forever tonight, and I will let you make up your mind. But I can't wait. Where you coming over? Let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Can't recall when you came through that door, yeah. Glowing like a headlight, independent all the way, got her bread right, yeah. Hard to ignore, sexy body make a jaw hit the floor. Won't you come over now? Just let me hold you down. Nothing else matching your type, nothing else matching your type, yeah. Oh, I feel the magic in the air. And when you give me a taste, I swear. When you give me a taste, let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur. I will let you make up your mind, but I can't wait. When you coming over, let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us know? I'd go. We only got this life, no guarantees and stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding it by myself, no guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's faith you'll find me, leaving the past behind. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust the stars above to let us know? I'd go. Whoa.
Yo, what's up, guys? So, welcome to another beautiful day. We're gonna be going through all of the games, and it's your boy Tony Actfire. I'm gonna be specially taking you through all of the games today. So first things first, I wanted to bring in two devices into this cast, but it was somehow rushed. This first one was somehow rushed, so for now, for this first game, I'm going to have only one device, which means that I'm going to be opening the map a lot to show fights, but the next one, I'm going to be able to bring in much more devices. So, it's not the best of streams. We don't have all the graphics and everything, but we're going to try as much as possible to go through all of the fights and basically run through the entire stream. Now, speaking about the stream, we're seeing a flight path going all the way towards that central position. We do see some teams going all the way towards Yasnaya. I see the boys from Hound already situated quite comfortably right there next to Devil and his boys. Now, speaking about Devil, it does look like the teammates are pretty close to the boys from Hound, and it will be all down to this little margins to see who is going to be making that move. Now, speaking of moves, we do know that Core is always that boy who is looking for those entry knocks, but Storm's pretty close to some other players right there. We're already also on the other side seeing some action going down between those teams right there as Kuro is able to take down one of the players from ST, and some action already beginning to ensue. And like I said, guys, this first map is just one screen. Okay, it's just one screen. Technical difficulties, we couldn't get the second screen into the game. So the second screen it's just there in the lobby. So anyways, we're just gonna open the map and see if we can run through and try to find fights. It does look like there's a skirmish going down in here at Primus. Colin, this boy is going toe to toe. I'm just gonna send a message right now. Okay, so do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let us know who you're supporting, who you think is going to be winning this particular game and storming this lobby. We're currently on ground with the boys from iCard, and they're going to the door. It does look like they've gotten one elimination. They're putting in the work onto Assault Squad right now. They do have another knock, and it is just two players from Assault Squad who are currently up, and they might be looking to get that revive just in time. That revive has finally come Team Zone, but he will also get taken down as he does get put down to the ground with that DBS, that overpowered DBS. Everyone's been calling for it to be nerfed, but regardless of his nerf, it's still doing that pretty work. And you can see Sura just trying as much as possible to get out of that situation, but they're currently on the chase as the boys from iCard are continuing to see if they can put in the work onto them. So we're still on ground with about 18 teams in this one right here, and we're curious to see what you guys think, who you guys are going to be supporting, who you think is going to be leading the charge in this particular game. And let's see. Do you know, I don't even know how my voice sounds. I didn't even, because I had like a bit of a cold. I like a bit of a cold. I don't even know how I sound. Okay, so I'm not gonna be bothered about how I sound right now. So, yeah, we're seeing that map, you know, just holding up a central position. There's some teams already situated around different regions. I'm just gonna call out where all of these teams are potentially at. Right there, sitting down in military base, we have the boys from Revolution 7 and the Soul sitting down all the way at Novo. Okay, Hound and SLR are all the way at Yasnaya, and all the way towards that northern side. You do have at Seven is sitting down the boys from BFR, and it's quite an interesting one because all of these teams are holding on different positions for now, and we've not really seen so much action going down to the lobby, but we've seen a couple of players getting taken out quite early on. It has been the boys from Assault who have lost 3 of their players, and they've been sent back to the lobby. Coco and Boo Boo, as well as Son, have been pulled back into the lobby. Can't see all those DBSs coming through from the boys from iCard. They've continued on with their onslaught as they're on that chase and trying as much as possible to see if they can get that final elimination to come through from Sura. You can see right now he's on his heels, trying as much as possible to see if he can get out of that situation. And it is what it is. Sometimes you just find yourself in these situations. It's a very, very tough lobby. All right, for those who are just joining, I wanted to get my second screen on board with us today, but somehow I couldn't get it in. I couldn't get it in, so it means that for this first map and for this first map only, we're going to be seeing a lot. We're going to be seeing a lot of the map because I'm going to have to open the map to you just navigate around the fights, okay? So that's going to be happening. I'm trying as much as possible to see if we can anticipate fights, but going into the second game, we are going to have those multiple devices and you would not get to see the annoying map open, okay? I know how we hate that happening, and you want to see the action as much as you can. All right, so for now, if you're just joining on the stream, do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. My name is Actfire Tony. I'm gonna be casting this finals for some time until it's done, okay? So we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm casting everything. All right, so we're now seeing the boys from FST beginning to feel the hurt as they're getting drilled as Firestorm feeling the hurt. They've only got one player left with them, and it is Goat. Is your man Fat John the Goat, who is currently away from this vicinity. I'm not sure what team it was that was attacking them, but they had some quick firepower, putting them down to the ground as quickly as possible. And they couldn't somehow hold on to the numbers. They came into this game with a 3-man squad. And you can see he's right there with the DBS, but he's not around the vicinity of his teammates. And what that does is that he now has to somehow rat it out. Okay, that's not a term in PUBG. That's a term in Apex Legends, but I'm not sure if it's called ratting here. Yeah, but it's quite different from camping. Okay, in Apex Legends, you say ratting because you're cautiously avoiding fights, not necessarily camping. But anyways, let's take a look at that map. We're now beginning to see several different teams build up the rotations into that zone, and we'll look around and see if we can see the skirmish now beginning to ensue. It does look like QSC has gotten into a fight. They drop down with Snacks and they're going in for that elimination. You can see Fahidan making sure he does get that confirmation to come through the current. They're sitting now with 2 eliminations, and Easy is pulling into the mix of things right now. Pushing up onto this location has got to be quite careful, as the players are quite situated comfortably within those buildings, and it does look like the rotation is what they're going to be prioritizing. But now here is Spec. We can see if we can get those damages to come through. Alaji just around this position, and it does look like Easy is coming back to see if he can provide some support and some cover for his team, trying as much as possible to make sure he does evade the boys from Nasser from getting ideas on that push. There are actually 2 squads. I don't know how to pronounce this. Guys, help me out. Is he Nasa or Nasri? I'm not sure. Help me out, guys. Help me out. Okay, don't leave me stranded. All right, so when the boys from Nazareth thought that they had things being a little bit quiet, now here comes the push. Just one of the players as much as possible to fight up against Elijah, but it looks like he will be the one who does get those final eliminations to come through. He's currently sitting down with 3 eliminations of his own. And we're now beginning to see the boys from QST getting those eliminations to come through. So taking a look at the map, we can see several different teams now begin to rotate all the way towards that center circle, and the Hound is still chilling all the way around that position, coming in from that central eastern region. They've got a team not too far away from them. It does look like the boys from RT9 have put up onto the vicinity, and Hound has already started to get dangerous, that they do take out one of the players, but that's going to be a retreat coming through from Shroud and the rest of the team. They will be pulling away from that position, but it might just be the boys from Hounds of the chase. They're coming in, and Reebok comes down from his vehicle. I'm not sure that was the best decision to make right there, but that would mean that they do get those left. That's the last one for his team, trying as much as possible to see if he can get out of dodge right here. Right here is trying to escape the boys from Hounds as they continue to pound in and see if they can put in the work onto the rest of the teammates. Now they're getting the confirmations to come through, and we're seeing so many different fights going down at every single corner. Obviously, they have been triggered. They have been brought into the game. The boys from Hound have now begun to put in the work in this game. The current is sitting now with 2 eliminations. It's Kowa and Plaza who have been doing the work and been supported by Stomp and Bisc in this game. So we'll see how many eliminations they can come through with. But speaking about eliminations, we turn our sights onto the boys from QST, who had a bunch of eliminations quite early on, but it looks like they've now lost easy. It is Alaji who is now holding on to his position. Right here, they might be getting pushed. There's several different teams around this vicinity. We do have the boys from Dunn. Might be looking to see if they can get Don Blease, who might be looking to see if they can get into a skirmish with QST in this position. Alright, so let's see. I'd say teams are pretty much getting evenly spaced out. Dunn's not too far away from QST, so we might see something going down between those two teams. Nasri, DDD, 4L, all within that position, not too far away from Chinky. As the zone begins to inch closer and closer, we might see a fight going down between them, but we'll continue to keep an eye and pay attention to that one, as the teams might be intending to slice through themselves. But speaking about teams slicing through themselves, you have Saif just holding on this position, looking to see if he can get Kante dropped down. Kante is currently around his position, but he's all alone right here. That may just prove to be quite difficult for him, as he's looking around to see if he can get that entry knock to come through. He's scouting around this region looking for a scapegoat. If they can get at least one elimination to come through, they might just be thinking about making that push. But it does look like the boys from Dunn are being absolutely careful. We might just see Kante moving away from this position. We're curious to see how things might be going down on this map. And speaking about how things are going down, we've still got a couple of teams looking quite strong right there. Hound is still just edging it for now, looking for a position. They're going to be coming into the zone quite late, as you can see right there. Combat as well as ICOD, who got into some skirmishes quite early on to as well, all the way in that northwestern side, are holding things down. But speaking about holding things down all the way, you can see Kante is taking on the shots coming from the Russian Don Blease continuing to spray onto this position, looking to see if they can get that knock to come through. I can see Keyboard Warrior right there saying a logic cracked man, obviously well deserved, as he was able to get those eliminations and is still leading the charge of this one, as he's got himself 3 eliminations so far. Be curious to see if he can add to that tally and continue to rise up and drop the buddies in this one. But so far they're playing it quite cautiously, looking to see if they can get themselves across that breach into a good position, as that zone has now begun to shift. Several different teams will now be looking to make their way all the way around those environs around School and Rose Hall. Yes, definitely, because that's where the zone, as you can see, has now found itself. Well, speaking about teams finding themselves, you can see the boys from the Hound finding a building of their own. They're not too far away from several different arms, but they're not anywhere close to where there might be trouble. And all the way, you can see that all the teams are beginning to get closer and closer to each other. You have EOT as well in between several different teams. They've got Hound not too far away from them, and it might look like we might see something going down between these two teams pretty soon. Also take on some shots coming through from Fake, as he is trying to see if he can get those LA shots to come through. He's making quite great use of that M4. He's got a 6x on it, and he is out large. You can see if he can drop some buddies, but he's not quite able to connect as the return fire does some damage on his buddy. But right now he's got to be really careful, because getting dropped in this position would probably mean that one of the teams, Hound all the other team brute force might just pull up onto the storm. Now he's quite aware of the ups around him as the boys somehow now beginning to put in the damage onto them. They drop one of the player, goes down as well as Fake. And here's where Bisk and the rest of the players are now beginning to go absolutely wild. It's left to Osama and Zahar to somehow keep them alive in this game. And Zahar goes down as well. Hound are beginning to put in the work onto the boys from EOT as they're scrambling around. Osama, what are you gonna do? He holds in that nade, definitely living up to his name, looking to see if he can drop Storm in that building, but Storm's able to evade it for now. Kowa's also beginning to come into the mix. It looks like one of the players from Hound is currently down, but they might have just been able to get that elimination to come through. And Osama just having no other choice but to just retreat away from that position. Amazing job coming in from the boys from Hound as they were able to take that location away from EOT. Alright, so we continue to see.
Hey guys, so if you're just joining the stream, do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm streaming with one screen for now, but the next game I'm gonna bring in another screen. Okay, gonna bring in another screen, and gonna see. I'm not gonna have to open the map to switch fights. Yeah, I'll be able to show more fights. But speaking about fights, we're turning our sights now onto the boys from Conqueror. They find themselves quite next to the boys in QST. They continue on with the onslaught right there. West Esports have lost one other player. Alaji was quite dominant early on as he was able to get himself 3 eliminations at the time. I'm not sure how many he's currently sitting on. But right here next to the boys from Conqueror, he might just find himself getting taken out. Conqueror is currently sitting down with 2 players. They've got Combat. As you can see, he's got several different teams around his vicinity. He's got to get into that zone, but there's also Dunn, who is within this position now. Dunn, on the other hand, are a full squad, but it does look like they've lost one of the players on the way to rotate into that zone. Quite a sacrifice to be made as they have several different teams around their vicinity, and they've somehow magically been able to hold on to this position. Now, speaking about holding onto position, Soul is currently looking to lurk around this one as they're inching quite closer and closer. Danger is now beginning to rise up as the boys are done. We now decide, hey, you know what, we're just gonna get out of that situation, not looking to get into any fights quite at yet. Now, speaking about fights going all the way, you do see the boys from Brute Force now beginning to turn the sights onto the boys from Hound. Hound has had some early knocks coming through. They've been doing the damage onto different teams around them. They're sitting down with 6 eliminations. Bisk and Koa have been quite aggressive, stamping the foot on the lobby. We did see them get that almost squad wipe to come through early on against the boys from EOT as they took out a couple of the players. But now they do have free reign coming in from this environment, and they will make quite good use of that as they're trying as much as possible to see if they can circle around and look for escape and go to trying as much as possible to get into that zone. Okay, so Koa's now beginning to rotate around this position. He's looking for a place that they can call their own. They're pretty much very aggressive right now, as you can see. Storm just pulling up right next to him. That they are looking for that opportunity to see if they can get that entry knock onto this position. They're playing it quite well. They've got their full squad with them, and level is that area, and they might just be pulling up onto that warehouse, and it looks like that's the push that's definitely going to be coming through. Never trying as much as possible to see if he can hold on to this position. Here's the last player,
but here comes the boys from Hound. Can he hold it on? Going up against the boys from Hound might be quite an immense feat to come through, but he is doing quite well for now. Against Koa, but Koa will be sending him back past. We're speaking about team. Now turning his sights onto another team, trying as much as possible to see if he can get those knocks to come through, and he does quite successfully. Gets not one but two knocks to come through. Now here's the nade about to pop onto that location. The boys from D now beginning to fill in the herd, but ooh, the third party shots coming through from you does put him down, and they do find themselves in quite a scary situation right here. Cohen's left all alone to make that push as he had Bisk in front of him, but here comes the entourage as they are now going to look to see if they can get him back up. But the shots continue to fly as it may not have been the wisest of decisions to come in to try to get that revive to come through. But at the end of the day, Storm continues on to try to see if he can get that revive, and they might just be punished. They might just be punished for this one as the nades continue to fly into this location. Plaza will also be out right there as the boys somehow get stopped up in the they will lose two other players in this position. Okay guys, so do remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe, let us know what you think so far. If there's any problem with the stream, I do have quite a... Okay, so here goes the aggression coming through from Storm. As you can see there, he does get that knock to come through, and he's got several different teams around him, but that definitely didn't stop him. Then they want to continue to get those eliminations to come through, and he is going for that finish. He does have Red Fan, and he will be getting that elimination and that confirmation to come through. We still got about 7 teams right here within the Hey guys, I don't have you, man. This is... Hey guys, subscribe. It's free. Quite some damage coming on right there as the nades continue to pound. The boys from Dunn will be sending the boys from Soul back into the lobby. And now here comes Hound. They're a 2-man squad. They're currently sitting down with 9 eliminations to go through. But can the 2 men, Storm and Koa, somehow hold it down against several different ops within their vicinity? They've got brute force not too far away from them. Brute force is with a 3-man squad. They've got 5 eliminations. They're currently outside that zone. They're being get kicked by the Wilson Hound. And now they will be making their move. You can see the Mine is trying as much as possible to see if he can make those rotations into that zone. Alright, so I did miss a little bit of action coming through right there as Brute Force did lose one of the players. And so far, things are looking evenly matched as a 2v2v3 situation. It is Hound QST, that is Brute Force, as well as Dawn. Now, all of these guys have been getting into the action throughout the entire games. And now here comes Mind as he just get an elimination to come through against the boys from Hound and sends them back into the lobby when he is just throwing that nade over and over and over again. How many nades do you have, man? It's just doing it as he continues This smokes actually. This smokes. In my mind, I thought he was just continuing to send in the nades. I'm like, bro, like, what's up? What's up? But he has covered everywhere with the smokes, and now he's going in to try to see if he can get those extra elimination to his name, but the nade will be pulling up onto his location. At the same time, he had a nade being sent down to his direction. A couple of other players were getting taken out. Ifahidan is the person who does get that last elimination to come through, and that's exactly what it will be with the Boston QST winning this one. But you got to give it to Alaje, as he did get 10 eliminations, not one but two or three, not three but four, but not five, but 10 eliminations to come through at the end of the day, and he will be standing out as the MVP of this game, getting those maximum eliminations in the entirety. All right, so we'll be taking a quick break right now, guys. We'll be back for some more action in a bit. For now, I'll see you guys in the next game, and let me just get into the room quickly so that we don't miss out on any action. I'll catch you guys in a couple of moments. See you soon.
var första gång vi möttes. Våra blickar bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det igen? Kommer du ihåg igen? Du vill ha icy little fingers. Då du vet det chalas. All in, ingen broms, schackmatt på din vänsterhand. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du är allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp med dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Baby. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Du är mitt liv baby. Aldrig titta på någon annan. Varför du med annan? Kom var med mig baby. Aldrig lita på någon annan. Finns ingen annan jag vill ha min chakarina. Mosa och save ingen sinna. Jag kommer alltid ride with you. 100 gubbar klart jag die for you. Du är så viktig baby. Ja du är allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp med dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Du är mitt liv baby. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Du är mitt liv baby. Visa mig vart du finns. Du kommer väl till min city? Nej, jag vet att det finns. Kom då, det är bra lives and all nights, yeah. Jag vet att jag min kör det. Skön social smart good lady. Jag tvivlar det. Visa mig var du finns, yeah. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Du är mitt liv baby. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Du är mitt liv baby. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Du är mitt liv baby. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som det. Du är mitt liv baby.
Hey, what's up, guys? So we're back again for some more action, and I'm gonna be taking you through the rest of the games for the night. And I can tell you very well, guys, there's so much action about to ensue. We got a couple of teams heading all the way towards that beautiful boot camp, and we're going to be tuning into them in just a second. As you can see that the boys from Firestorm are beginning to broom, okay, that action right there as they find themselves in quick combat. They already have one of the players who is Tyson, who has begun or who that the man, the goat is right there, is trying as much as possible to see if he can hold his own against the boys as they have taken down two of shots coming in from that left figures down to the ground, and it's just left with the one player, but that will be the final elimination to come through as each of them have gotten one elimination in that particular one, as they do make quick work of the players around them. Speaking about making quick work, we're now taking a look at that map as it's shifting all the way towards that should I say it's shifting all the way towards the western region. But speaking about things in that western region, we got a boys from 4L. It is Four Lights Dragons, not too far away from EOT. And they've lost one other player quite early on. It is Y15 who has been taken down, and now is now beginning to get closer and closer. He does get that knock to come through as he does send Fake back into the lobby. Is he going to be able to get another elimination to control? Yes, he does. Drops another body. He's done a lot of work all on his own right here as he was able to put down two players to the ground, and at the end of the day, it will be the boys from 4L coming out on top in that position as they were able to get those eliminations to come true. Alright guys, I did have a little bit of technical difficulty right there as I was not able to show this one. The screen was blank when I did switch to it right here, but I was able to sort it out. But I was seeing it, so I do apologize for that one. But the boys from 4L lost one other players, Y15, and they were able to come out on top in that position. But speaking about teams coming out on top in positions, we will take a look at the map and see where all of these teams are currently situated at. We do see the boys from Black Hound holding quite a comfortable position all the way just not off Camp Alpha, and the boys from NASA are now looking to see if they can rotate onto that position. It'll be curious to see how this one now begins to unfold as the boys from Black Hound are within that vicinity. It does look like they will then be heading all the way towards that northern region. Obviously, might have been hearing the shots that have been coming through from those positions. We're speaking about shots coming through from those positions all the way in that northeastern side. We do have the boys from Brute Force who might be going toe-to-toe against the team 4L, who had won a couple of battles quite early on. We do see Report looking to see if he can itch or basically just snatch one elimination and surprise them. They've obviously heard the skirmishes coming through, and it does look like he might just be able to find out one scapegoat as they have now gotten one of the players from 4L taken down to the ground, and Warrior has a lot to do if they're going to be able to get out of this situation, as they do find themselves being gatekept in this position. They're surrounded by a full team coming in from Brute Force as they will continue to inch closer and closer onto that position, looking to see if they can snuff them out of that position and take them out. They do know that the zone's going to be pulling up in any moment, and Warrior has a lot to do. He was able to get himself 2 eliminations against the other team that had pulled up. But now he has so many different teams around his vicinity. How's he going to be able to handle this one coming through? But speaking about handling things that are coming through, there's still so many fights going down in that zone. We do see that the boys from QST as well are now beginning to get an inch quite closer into that one. But speaking about things inching quite closer, the boys from Brute Force have now been able to get those eliminations to come through, as Warrior and his teammate will get sent back into the lobby. And we've seen some action going down so far. now take a look at the map and see where all of these teams are currently positioned. We do see right there QST and SLR are situated around Harting. They're currently, just being gentle neighbors for now. They're not deciding to attack each other. They're just holding it down, next to each other. LJ had gotten himself 10 eliminations in the previous game as he did stand out on top. He was a juggernaut in that last game, and he was able to hold down his position quite comfortably for his team, regardless of the fact that they had some knocks coming through and some eliminations within their team. They were a 3-man squad and even a 2-man squad for quite some time, but somehow they held it down. Now, speaking about teams holding it down, we're now beginning to see the boys from GS go toe-to-toe. They're all looking to see if they can get those eliminations to come through, but I do think I'm seeing it. Either I'm seeing it late or somebody's fighting outside the zone. Someone is actually fighting outside in the zone. Wow. I was actually looking for them, but my mind couldn't just think of the fact that Assault was fighting inside that zone against the boys from Gangster Esports. And it does look like Boo Boo has gotten one of those eliminations to come through. The boys from GS are currently sitting down with no eliminations. They've lost one other players to the boys from Assault. Oh, is that? That's supposed to be Assault. That's supposed to be Assault. Yeah, that's supposed to be Assault. Okay, I'm saying Assault, but I think that is a fun way for them to say Assault. I think so. I'm just gonna, yeah. Alright, so there's two teams that's still going toe-to-toe against each other. They're stopping themselves from pulling up into that vicinity within the zone. They're looking for those knocks to come through. And several different teams are already finding themselves all the way in that northwestern position, doing quite comfortably for themselves. But these two teams have a very different plan. They are searching for those knocks to come through. And you can see that Boo Boo will now finally get dropped down to the ground. And this might just be the opportunity for Malik and his squad to get out of this position or make that play to finally take. Speaking about taking them out on the other end, it will be another player from Assault who does get knocked down to the ground. Coco will be the last one up for the team. And GS find themselves in quite a precarious situation. Or in quite a great situation, actually. It's Assault who does find himself in quite a precarious situation. This one. But speaking about getting out of this one, Sura is fighting back. He's as he's looking to see if he can get bodies dropped on the other end for the boys from Gangster Esports. He does get a knock to come through. Revive for Malik. It might actually happen at the end of the day, but is not holding back. This might just be the opportunity for him to retreat onto that position where Coco is at and look to see if he can get those that revive to come through. It does look like he is now doing that. Hopefully the zone does let him revive his teammates and has been able to get his teammate back up and now probably reduce the deficit down to a 2v3 again. On the other end, it does look like Malik has been brought back up. So what was a 3v4 situation with the boys from GS being on the losing side of things is now them coming out on top. You can see them having that flag position all the way right. You can see they can box Sura and it's coming through but drop down fear. A very similar situation to how they got Malik dropped down to the ground, and now you can see that they continue on with that onslaught. But it was from GS making the same mistakes that they had made early on. You're definitely not going to joke with Sura because he will be able to get those knocks to come through. for his team. Speaking about knocks coming through over and over again, we can see in this position, Zenock is doing the Lord's work. He has the boys from Dunn fighting the tails in this position as he does get those eliminations to come through and those confirmations. Red Bull and Saeed find himself on that bridge, taking on the shots coming through from the Xenox, and they will be looking to see if they can hold on to this position on that bridge as it is safe away from this madman Xenox and his teammates who are looking to flush them out. And it does look like they will be most likely pulling up onto those positions right next to that building as Saif and his boys are currently a 3-man squad, and Evil does pull up onto this location. Xenox loses quite a bit of HP, but his teammates are there to provide him with that support. Will Saif and Red Bull pull up onto this location? Maybe a nade might just do the trick against Xenox. But it does look like Xenox is not holding back as he's still looking to see if he can pull up onto this vicinity. Speaking about things going down on the other end, it is GS who has finally come out on top in that fight, but I was not too patient to keep looking at the fight that was not progressing anywhere as the both of them were currently just sitting it out on that zone. But speaking about sitting it out on that zone, we'll take a look and see where all these teams are at for a second. We'll touch base on that while we continue to take a look and see as this fight continues to progress. Now here Xenox climbing on that bridge, looking to see if he can get that entry knock onto the boys from Dawn. Well, they've gotten the entry knock, they've gotten the elimination to come through. Now they are looking to see if they can clear the rest of the players. It is Red Bull and Saif holding that position on that bridge and somehow trying to defend things. But here is Xenos coming in with that 200 IQ gameplay, going on top of this position, looking to see if he can catch them off guard, catch them by surprise. And maybe, just maybe, Red Bull might just be able to spot him, but it doesn't look like he's going to be spotting him right here, as they're currently not quite aware. Saif does look like he may just be the one who will feel the brunt of this surprise attack coming through from Xenox. Alright, so here it goes with a surprise attack coming through right there as Red Bull will get dropped down to the ground. Xenox with that 200 IQ gameplay, finding himself on that bridge, and he is going toe-to-toe against the boys from Dunn, looking to see if he can finally take them out of the game. Now he's got to be really careful. He spotted that position where Saif is currently at. He does get that elimination to come through as he will be dropping the last player from Dunn, and he has now sent them backpacking into the lobby. But one of his players, J7, is currently down. He does need to now provide the support that is required. I'm not sure why he's going away from the fights. It does look like he is turning his eyes onto the boys from RT9, looking to see if he can basically just take them out of their position. RT9, absolutely amazing, but you just got to admire the work coming in from Xenox so far in this one as he's gotten himself 4 eliminations. He's single-handedly taking out the boys from Dunn and has continued to be a menace in this game so far as he continues to put in the work onto several different teams. Now, speaking about work being done to several different teams, we'll take a look at that zone once again as it does make a quick shift all the way towards that region around Camp Alpha. Now, the 2 teams currently situated in quite comfortably. It is boys from Blackout as well as QST. Now, we did see QST winning that last game with Elijah getting 10 eliminations. Hound was quite dangerous for quite a while, but they couldn't finish it off as they will be looking to try once again. Now, speaking about trying once again, they find themselves edging quite closer and closer towards the boys from QST. Are we going to see a fight coming through between the two of them? We'll know shortly as teams begin to make their rotations right now. Speaking about rotations, so many different teams are edging in from that southern region into that spot within that zone. But outside that zone, we do see the boys of Dragons edging quite closer towards Nasser, and I'll be curious to see how that one continues to build up for them. Might be seeing the boys from Nasser getting into an early skirmish. But speaking about early skirmish, it has already begun to ensue as they do have 7 eliminations to come through. Those rotations around them will provide them with the necessary reinforcements to continue to move up on this game. But they've got to be careful. There are some teams coming in from that blue who might be looking to see if they can take them out, and it's down to this little margins. And it does look like Quick finds himself in the vicinity, not too far away from the boys from QST. But they've got to make those rotations into that zone. There's also the boys from Hound all the way up inside that zone too as well, as they are calling in from this southern region. Plaza on top of these mountains might have sights on them and begin to farm those kills. Begin to send them backpacking into the and see how that one continues to progress as we do take a look, and that is continuing to fit in the hurt too as well. I do believe the boys are also taking the pain too, as they do have one of the players currently dropped down to the ground. But speaking about players being dropped down to the ground, it is the boys from Hound who are now beginning to farm those kills all the way in that northern side of this zone. As you can see, they've gotten themselves just a few eliminations to come through, and Storm is going for that player who he had taken out. But speaking about taking out, we turn our sides back to that team. As we can see some action going down between them and several different teams. The Storm's now beginning to make that shift, and I'll be curious to see how this one. Hey guys, do remember to like and hit that subscribe. Know who you're supporting, who you think is going to be taking this one at the end of the day. A little support from you will go a long way to help the channel and the tournament to continue to progress. Our team now find themselves in quite a sticky situation as they're left with just a one player to somehow defend the position as Pyre, but the Bosun Nasri are continuing to put on the onslaught right there. Empire is continuing to evade the nades that are pulling up onto that location, but he cannot evade the bullets as he will get sent back into the lobby. Now we've got 7 teams right here with us. It is Bosun Hound who currently still have a full squad. QST have come into this one with a 3-man squad, and they continue with the aggressive gameplay. But speaking about being aggressive, Alaji has been dropped down to the ground. That revive definitely has to come through, as he's the main man who had 10 eliminations in the previous game. He will be looking to see if he can get himself those massive points in this particular one. So Easy just lurking around, turning aside the boys from brute force, but Easy will get put down to the ground. It's coming through, and those eliminations and confirmation now finally damage onto QST. They find themselves in a situation where it's just Alaji who's currently left. Hound sending on shots onto this location. They continue to drop down the bodies, and Alaji noticing that he does need the cover that is quite required as he finds himself in between the between Hound as well as the boys from Brute Force, and he must escape. But now he's moving in from next to Mind. And Mind will be dropping him down and sending him backpacking into the lobby, and that does leave 4 teams left in this one. And all the way on top of this mountain, Storm just taking a look at Mind, and Mind's minding his business, except for the elimination that he got quite early on. And Storm, although he finds himself in quite an interesting position, he might get knocked down if he tries to jump down from this location. But regardless, it is quite an interesting position to hold. And being careful, he lost quite a bit of HP in that jump down, but his teammates are going to definitely be needing his support, as Mozaro will be knocked down and sent back into the lobby. And 3 players coming through from Hound right now, as they have just Koa, Plaza, as well as Stun in this position. Okay, so the zone's now beginning to shift closer and closer into that circle. It's just looking more likely that Hound's going to be taking on this game. They did show up some quite interesting performances in the previous one. I'm curious to see how they do manage to play and seal this one off. There was some triple esports find themselves all the way in that zone as they are tactically holding. So Hound find themselves being the owners of this final circle. They can't begin to celebrate that they have won the game so far, except I don't know. It might just take a miracle for someone else to win this particular one. There's only 2 players left, 1 player each on this board. So you can see them just searching around looking for the rest of the players, but bro, they are drinking. Sources, you can see. And they will Alright, so definitely we can call it the boys from Hound have been able to get the winner chicken dinner in this particular game, and it is looking they are our champions for the number 2 game. We still got guys in a couple of moments, but before we do that, we'll take a look at the scores coming through in this game. And once again, it is the man, the myth, Koa, who does get 5 eliminations. He is consistent with those eliminations coming through. He got the same amount of eliminations in the first game, and regardless of the fact that he wasn't the one with the most eliminations, he's put in those performances in the second game of the night too as well. Alright guys, so we'll be taking a quick break and we'll be right back for some more action in a couple of moments. So don't go nowhere. We still got 2 games to go. Do remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in a couple of moments. See you soon.
Oh my mate. You made a permanent home in my head. You moving like a goddess, come my way, my way, my way. Your hips on the move, Only a real one can do what you do. I caught a body, but you was the shooter. Damn. Shot me down one time. Now you wanna hug me down long time. Funny how the love can change sometimes. So me say, hey, pack up a bago. I'm pulling up on you. Let me show you my world. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh
Adicto a ti, mi flaca. Tu cuerpo sacude como un maraca. Te miro y miro, so sube y baja. Como en Caracas bailamos al ritmo del bajo y la caja. Y tú mi África, yo tu casino en América. Quiero bambinos contigo, ma. Te beso bien suave en el limón, ma. Te quiero con vino, limón, no sé. Tu cuerpo es un carnaval, yeah. Tus ojos trascendental, y tu espíritu natural. Me enamora con besos en el final, yeah. De África al tropical, nuestro amor es transnacional. Lo que tenemos presidencial, aquí la vista es
Show me that I
espectacular.
make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Can't wait to show you off. Come out, I'm pulling up. Come out, I'm pulling up, yeah.
Oh ma, lo que tengo contigo ma, esto está fijo ma.
She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thought I met you at the wrong time. Then you caught me on that one night. Girl, I wanna know how this thing get out of my control. Zip line into your timeline. Hey, that body don't lie. I didn't care for the hype, yeah. But when I saw you tonight, ooh, girl, you know just what you're doing. I'll go 1,000 miles to show you that I'm right for your love. Hey, keep breaking necks when you passing them by. Make sure they know that you taking love in your vibe. Let's be forever tonight, and I will let you make up your mind. But I can't wait. Where you coming over? Let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Can't recall when you came through that door, yeah. Glowing like a headlight, independent all the way, got her bread right, yeah. Hard to ignore, sexy body make a jaw hit the floor. Won't you come over now? Just let me hold you down. Nothing else matching your type, nothing else matching your type, yeah. Oh, I feel the magic in the air. And when you give me a taste, I swear. When you give me a taste, let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur. I will let you make up your mind, but I can't wait. When you coming over, let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. my jolie, oh my jolie. Ah yeah, eh. Every time I come around you, baby girl, something doesn't feel the same. You said that I'm changing, but it's really you. I see how you play those games. Wifey type for a main man. A queen can make moves, a king can't. Snatch you up, now you taking. Gave you bricks, now you building a wall up, wall up. Lately you and I been all love, all love. I don't know what's up with our love, our love. You forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie. Where are you when I need you the most? You still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting. Girl, you got me. Called your bluffing, made you something. Now you talking, telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? My jolie, oh my jolie. My jolie, oh my jolie. You don't turn on me now. You don't get no time for me now, babe. Got him on a rebound, but it's only you that I like, babe. Tout ce que j'ai fait c'était pour toi. Sur le haut parlement t'écoutes pas. Tu me vois crever mais tu bouges pas. Pourquoi? Whoa, you're wall up, wall up. You can't even get the scars up for us. I don't know what's up with our love, our love. You're forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie. Where you been when I need you the most? You still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting. Girl, you got me. This is murder bluffing. Made you something, now you talking. I call you bluffing. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? My jolie, oh my jolie. Girl, you got me. Called your bluffing, made you something. Now you talking, telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Cool it off. I don't know how to cool it off. My jolie, oh my jolie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On me, yeah. No escaping from my mind, but low key. You know that you one of a kind, wanna show me, baby. The things you feel do with that body, yo. Show up everywhere that I be, yo. All you wanna do is party, yo. I know, I know. You are the type that they want.
So, alright guys, so welcome to our third game of the night, and it has been quite an electrifying round of games as we've seen the Aaron Girl and the Sandhawk currently done with Hound taking on that winner chicken dinner in the second one, and the first game going down to Alaji and his boys. So it has been quite a great game, but the first game's MVP going down to Alaji, getting himself 10 eliminations, and the second one going down to Koa, getting 5 eliminations to his name. But that doesn't tell the entire story, as so many different teams have been going toe-to-toe against each other. Now, speaking about toe-to-toe against each other, we'll just take a look and glimpse on that map to take a look at where it is positioned. You can see all the way around La Bendita and its environment in Pala. We have that zone drifting towards that southern region. Tumasara is currently empty. We might see some teams drifting towards that position. We'll be curious to see how these teams continue to fare. But in that northern side, we have seen some teams already drop down, as the boys from Hound are not too far away from Assault, yes, from Assault and GS as well. NASA is also within this vicinity. Our RT9 might look to see if they can go toe to toe against the boys from Hound. We might see something beginning to go down between the two of them as they are inching closer and closer towards each other. It does look like Pyre is looking to see if he can get into a skirmish right there with Koa. He might find himself in quite a tricky situation as the rest of his players are already putting up into this vicinity. And Koa might find himself all alone, situated in this region away from his teammates. So be curious to see how he is able to handle himself in that position when he does find himself all alone. All right, so the rest of the players, Shroud and the boys, looking to see if they can take on Koa. They're putting up onto this location. Koa is currently alone as he will get dropped down to the ground. As Shroud and the rest will be bringing out that pan, looking to see if they can take him out. It's not every day that you see Hound getting into quite as much trouble, as they do lose two players quite early on in this position in Mirama, as Plaza and Koa will be sent back into the lobby, leaving just Storm and Muzaro to hold things out for the boys from Hound. So after finishing that first game, getting the winner chicken dinner, they do find themselves in quite a sticky situation as they've lost a couple of their players quite early on in this one. Alright, so before we do proceed, guys, do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let us know what you think about the streams so far. Of course, there's a lot of things that we will be looking to see if we can improve within the graphics and so on. But in speaking of improving things, the boys from Hound have got to step things up right here as they do find themselves in a situation where they are up against the boys from RT9. It is Storm finds himself all alone in this position. Now, definitely, we've seen him get squad wipes over and over again in so many different competitions as well as the PNPL, but will he be able to get himself out of this one? It does look like he was having a little bit of network difficulty just for a moment, but he might just be looking to retreat all the way back to his teammates. All right, quite an eventful early start to this affairs right here in Mirama, as teams are going toe to toe against each other. All the way on that southern side, it is Hemo who is the last one for his team. But all right, we will be waiting to see what the end of this story is right here. A Storm is now putting onto the vicinity. They're going up in a 2v, well, basically a 2v4 situation, but I do believe it's just three players who are up right here in this buildings versus Storm and Mazzaro. You can see that heal coming through from Mazzaro as he's finally been able to get his HP back up. This might just be the opportunity for Storm to get that knock to come through, as Lev was currently on that building and he is able to pop the nade onto that location. Will they be able to push Reba as a two-man right here and see if they can get that knock to come through, increase the chances of getting a squad wipe against them? But that does look like it is more and more unlikely, as Mozaro has now been sent down. He's currently knocked, and it will be curious to see if this is the position where they now take the rest of the players right there from Hound. They've lost two players quite early on in this one, and it's not looking quite good for them. As you can see, Storm trying as much as possible to get those heals, but at the end of the day, they will be slapping him back into that lobby, as it was from R29 get themselves those extra beats of eliminations to come through. So we're seeing our first team getting sent back into the lobby. It is the boys from Black Hound, and quite an interesting event so far. Some early fights and some early dudes going down. But speaking about dudes going down, we're still not done. R7 find themselves in quite a sticky situation. They've got one of the players, Zodiac, currently knocked down, but they will be getting that revive to come through. As in, they're currently surrounded by several different teams as QST, Alaji, and his boys also in this conversation right here, sending out the bullets. And it does look like they might be making that push as Easy does crash the building right next to Scoop, and might see something go down between the two of them. You can see him just pointing right down towards that door, waiting for anyone who comes across there to put them down to the ground. And there might just be some really interesting ones to come through. Let's see. So here's the action now beginning to ensue. You can see Scoop goes go down. There was some QST continuing on as they're looking to see if they can take out the boys from R7. They're all pushing up onto this location. Get dropped down. I was trying to make some move right there, but I'm not really sure what the plan was. I thought he was going to melee the step, stop them from coming all the way up, and probably do some damage, but it does look like he had different plans. Now, Asila is going to be just moving away from that position, quite aware that they've dropped down a lot of buddies, and will now begin to prioritize getting some other points, at least from the game. So it's been map as so many different teams have chosen to take some early action. But speaking about action, we will be looking at that zone as it is drifting closer and closer towards that southern side, and things are still getting heated up. Speaking about heated up, all the ways Acela, who's trying as much as possible to now evade the players from QST from getting that final wipe to come through. The zone's also pulling up. He mullies that right there, looking to see if he can get those shots to connect. But at the end of the day, the boys from QST Kante will be getting that last elimination. I'm not sure if this is Ali. Alaje will be on the hunt, looking to see if he can drop down those buddies right there. Alright, so he's continuing on with his onslaught right here, but his HP is quite diminished himself. And he's got to see if he can find a way to replenish his health. And that's exactly what he's doing. That necessary cover. One of the players looking to see if they can find himself a better spot to call home. Speaking about spots to call home, you can see that zone has now continued to shift all the way towards that southern side where there's so much action going down. So that action will now be tuning into it as it has combat who's currently left up for his squad. Some Conqueror not having quite the day that they would have preferred. We've been seeing them losing a couple of the members quite early on. But speaking about teams losing members all the way into that center, it is the boys from ICOD who are doing the Lord's work, and they've gotten themselves 2 eliminations to come through against the boys from Nasser, and it does look like they might be deciding to make that push onto them. Xenox and his boys have been making a lot of noise throughout the entire map, but right now it might just be the time for them to get dropped down to the ground, as they have lost 2 other players too as well. But it's just Xenox and Spec left in this position, and I'll be curious to see if they do make that run away from this position, because they know that they are fighting a full squad and will prefer to be out of the line of sight of teams for now. So we'll see how they're gonna play it. Does look like Ali is deciding to just make those rotations and each quite closer into this position where Nasser is at. All right, so we might now begin to see things go toe to toe between the boys from iCard and the boys from BF, as they're currently lurking around each other. But speaking about teams lurking around each other, we still got QST in the mix of things, as they get into the line of sight of the boys from Brute Force. And they've taken out, or actually it is Firestorm. They have gotten into the line of Brute Force, and you can see closer and closer right now. They can get the elimination to come through against Tyson. Tyson's holding that position, trying to see if he can get his health back up. He's the last one. The boys from Firestorm, and is not able to evade that connection coming through. It is looking like things are over. Really know, but at the end of the day, that jump coming through from the team definitely leaves for no surprises, as they tank him back into the lobby. Alright, so we still got about 11 teams so far, and the story has been so many great eliminations coming through. The boys from Blackhound had won the winner chicken dinner in the previous one, but here they will get taken out quite early on. We'll just see if they can bounce back in the final game. But right about now, we're seeing so much amazing gameplay coming through. Alright, the boys from Brute Force are going to continue on to make those rotations into that zone. iCard, of course, they did find themselves in quite a decent situation early on. I'm not sure what that scope glitch, but yeah, it's a thing now. It's a thing. Alright. So RZ is just looking around, waiting to see if he can get one elimination to come through amongst these teams. Again, we're seeing teams getting sent back, packing into the lobby. But speaking about teams getting sent back into the lobby, it has been quite an interesting one. I do think the boys from Brute Force are now beginning to get into a skirmish all the way in that northern side of the current zone. They are making that push onto Nasser as the boys from Brute Force, and mind with that name in his hand has definitely got to put in fear into anyone in front of him, and they will be looking to see if they can take them out. They are coming up against a full squad with Quick and his boys looking quite strong in this position. and they're definitely are not to be toyed with. We'll continue to keep an eye on this one and see how it plays out, but there's still so much action going down in the zone all the way towards that southeastern region. The boys from 4L are still doing their thing. Warrior and his boys didn't have quite the best of the games in that Sandhawk one, but this is the time where they can now begin to stamp their foot on the map, and they are looking to see if they can make that push. And we'll tune into them in quite a second, but before we go on to them, we see with his gameplay, but he will finally be tested and put down to the ground. And it does need just one player for the boys from Blue Force. So looking to see if we can get that revive to come through. Boston Nasser have been able to put in the heart onto them and reduce their numbers down to just one player. Now with that revive coming through, there's still hope. Things aren't quite over yet. See how this one continues to be for this team. Let us know right there, if you're just watching, who you think is going to be taking home this one. My money is definitely going to go down. Well, let me put my money on the person. Maybe, just maybe, you will disappoint me. You already are disappointing me. Alright, so 4L Warrior doing a lot of damage right there up against the boys from iCard. He's got himself 4 eliminations so far, as they have been chasing the game by the neck and continuing to put in those performances. We'll be curious to see how this one plays out. But speaking about things playing out, we'll take a look at that map in quite a second. As you can see, only one team, well, only Nasser and the boys from Assault are currently sitting down quite comfortably in the edges of the zone. iCard has got an edge too as well, so they can pull up into that location. There were teams currently outside the zone. The boys from GS as well as SLR at LT9 level coming in from that southeastern region. It's going to lead to a lot of 4 skirmishes to come through, except they're going to be making some blind rotations. And we'll see how that one does play out in just a moment. Alright, so outside that zone level, continues to see if he can do the work for his teammates. For some reason, there's a glitch with M4. I don't know what that is, man. Yo. Alright, so we still got about 8 teams left in this particular game. So far, it has been quite electrifying, as so many different teams have been going toe-to-toe against each other, looking to see if they can grab the game. You can see that a little bit of shots coming through right there from Waidu. Here's the last one up for his team, Brute Boss. Somehow trying as much as possible to see if he can keep their hopes alive. But there's so many different teams around, right in front of him, looking to put on that gatekeeping, and they continue to send on the shots onto his. And it's quite a top game so far, as the teams who are making it in late are now beginning to pay for that. Wide is currently being gatekept by Quick, and we can take a look at that zone. You can see where Quick is currently located at. He's just waiting for Winder to make a move and see if he can send him back into the lobby. But we got a fight brewing up, and we got to take a look at that. It is boys from iCard, it's Ali and his boys, and they will be dropping him down and sending them back into the lobby. Get added another tally and statistics to the number. We're going to see now the 3 eliminations so far, and we'll be looking to see if they can take on this game and get that chicken dinner. It is looking quite great for them, but they still got the stumbling block. One of the boys from 4L Warrior and his boys have been outstanding in this game so far. If they're looking to see if they can grab that with the chicken dinner, they've got themselves boys from 4L to contend with. Currently sitting down with a whole lot of buddies too as well. So we're curious to see how that one continues to play out. While we take a look at the zone and see how it's shifted, the boys from 4L just basically on that side of the boys from iCard sitting down with a whole bunch of players too as well. I do believe they've got 4 players to their name. Nasser is in that zone too as well as the boys from Assault, and we might see them inch quite closer to each other in this one. But speaking about teams inching quite closer towards each other, the boys from 4L are now beginning to go toe-to-toe against iCard, and they have dropped down one of the players. Unknown and Golden have got to somehow step it up in this position as they are on the brink of getting eliminated. But with that fight coming through, they're able to get a return into the boys from 4L. Alright, so here's where now everyone's now beginning to make their push onto that zone. They come into the vicinity where GS is at, and they will get dropped down. The zone doing a whole bunch of damage onto this teams, and it is buddies dropping at every single corner. Managed to get themselves into that zone. There's quite some fit that they have been able to and somehow kept their full squad. So though a couple of bodies have been dropped for now, it does look like they might be able to get those revives through. Dolphin's currently far away from Ali. He might be the one who does get dropped down as they currently have so many players around them. They might not be able to get definitely now see that elimination is currently happening. But look at 4 players, 4 nades, and they continue to send in the nades into this position where there was some iCard are currently invading and bouncing on that tree. Ali is able to evade it for now, but he runs into the line of fire of another team. Things are not looking quite great for them as the rotations are now beginning to come through right there. Artful pulls onto the vicinity, looking to see if he can drop down the last player for iCard and send them back into the lobby. And they do know quite well they have just one more player to contend with from that squad. And that being said, now turn the sights onto Malik. Malik's holding on that nade, wanting to see if he can pop out. They're able to drop down one of them in this particular one, but here comes Vegas. He's making that flank to come through. They know, they can smell it. It's a 4v3 situation, but one of the players from GS is currently knocked down, so this is where the boys from Nasser have got to make their choice. They got to make their decision. GS holding on that nade for a little bit. Let's see if he can move in and get that knock to come through. Because I can have quite the same idea, but it will be Kelvin's idea that does get successful. Ooh, but those nades coming through might just be turning things around. If he can get this revived, they might just be able to get 3 buddies back up. Vegas with the nades putting in the work and the damage onto the boys from GS. You can see them healing right now. They've got a player not too far away from them, but Vegas is going in for that finish. He had popped in that nade. He had done the work. And this is the time. Eliminations. He does get 1 elimination. Where's your teammate, bro? Oh, quick, the last one. He's down to 1 HP. Trying as much as possible to see if he can hide away. A whole lot of buddies in this position. Jeffer. It's been quite an even fight. One situation going down between these two players, and they have been going toe to toe against each other. Quick and Jiffy have been outstanding. And you can see them beginning to itch. That all that separates them is that a vehicle is popping in the dance around from might have worked for him for a second, but at the end of the day, they will be losing that one to the boys from GS, who come out on top with a whole bunch of eliminations. They do get 16 eliminations to their name in that particular one and look quite strong so far. So far, guys, we've seen a whole bunch of action going down right here within the lobby. We still got one more game to go, so don't go nowhere. Do remember to hit that like and smash that subscribe. I'll catch you guys in a couple of moments. I'll see you soon for our last game of the night.
Maybe it's 'cause we're young, got time and we're wasted, got no plans for the night. I love how you look at me, feeling low, nothing to lose. Can we say it tonight? 'Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. Or don't you wanna do it all again? Start on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. We were on top of the world, had time that we wasted. We were young and so dumb. I knew that you were the one, played our songs all the time. Can we stay here tonight? 'Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't come back. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind, hoping you're still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. You know that I don't wanna feel this way again, so let's pick up the pieces that we left unsaid. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. Yeah, no, you ain't no psycho. You're not like the others, no. No changing behaviors. Not sure how to act around you. So colorful and bright, yeah. I wanna be a 9 to 5. You made me come alive, babe. I wanna be the time of your life. Come change my life just for a while. Let's go for a ride now. Outside the club, we come alive. Let's go for a ride, yeah. I wanna get to know you. I don't wanna leave so soon. You and me forever, or maybe just for tonight. Do you wanna get to know me? I will give it all to you. You and me forever. Don't care about nothing else. Making it happen, yeah. Cause you're a winner. I'm not gonna fall down. This ain't my final round. Hey, drinking Annie in the corner. I don't wanna be alone. Hey, sitting looking like a loser, but I don't wanna lose ya. Come change my life just for a while. Let's go for a ride now. Outside the club, we come alive. Let's go for a ride, yeah. I wanna get to know you. I don't wanna leave so soon. You and me forever, or maybe just for tonight. Do you wanna get to know me? I will give it all to you. You and me forever. Don't care about nothing else. Come change my life for the better, yeah. Stay for a while or forever. Come change my life. Let's go for a ride. Outside the club, we come alive. Let's go for a ride, yeah. I wanna get to know you. I don't wanna leave so soon. You and me forever, or maybe just for tonight. Do you wanna get to know me? I will give it all to you. You and me forever. Don't care about nothing else.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe
Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need you in mind. Me feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Ay, 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 oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. Don't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. Know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do, I got a lot to do, I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn, in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud, how I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the pussy wet by the shoulder rest, what the cockatoo. What you expect, how I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Oh, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my place. Shawty, don't play that game.
Alright guys, so welcome. We're coming in for our final game of the night. It has been quite an interesting one so far, as we've seen so much aggression in the lobby, and all of these teams have been going toe-to-toe against each other. Speaking of aggression, taking a look at that map, we do see a map cutting across from the center, going in from that northeastern side all the way towards that southwestern position. And Koa and his boys are landing all the way in Yasnaya again, as they do find themselves with several different ops around this vicinity. And they might be getting into some early skirmishes, so we will keep an eye on them and see how that one continues to ensue. Speaking about ensue, the gangsters have now gotten into some trouble right there with some hound. That's at a Stump who does begin the onslaught right there, and he gets himself into the action as they do take out one of the gangster. You see Plaza on that search looking for another player from gangster position. He jumps from the building. Himself in spot. He has that position, but all the way in the other end, we do see so many fights going down in Primus. We will keep an eye and see the way that one continues to build up. So continue to keep an eye on the fight going down in Yasnaya. Plaza has been built up. Alright, so that one as we turn our sights onto the boss on Arsenal to go up against iCard, to going toe-to-toe against each other. As teams have been putting on quite a display in today's games, and this might just be the game where they finally just capitalize on all the amazing performances. But ourselves has not had quite the best of games. iCard has been quite different. They found themselves in various good spots, but now is the time where they need to prove themselves. You can see Golden just baiting right there, just waiting for Sun to make a mistake, a push onto that location, or maybe just take the bait. He's got an SKS in. Ooh, look at that nade coming through, definitely using the cons as they can. They send him back into the lobby. Sura has found himself in this situation before, where he was the only one left in the first Erangel game. Found himself in quite serious circumstances as those shots continue to come through, and that does leave Coco as the last one for assault. But there's also the boys from Gangster who are also within the vicinity looking to see if they can get into the conversation as they do drop down one of the bodies from iCard. There's 3 teams fighting toe-to-toe for who is going to be dominating in this position. But it's looking like so far that with the Gangsters, the boys pulling up into this location are looking like the ones who will be crowned the lords in this final game of Rango. But there's still so much action going down on the map as we're seeing teams continue to go toe-to-toe against each other. Don, Saif and his boys are getting into quite an interesting skirmish as they're getting quite close to several different ops. We'll keep an eye and see the way that one continues to develop. Red Bull and his boys currently not shying away from the fight against QST. QST has been quite a revelation in today's games as they continue to show their dominance. It is Easy and the boys with Alaji who got 10 eliminations in the first game of the night, and they continue to rack up and stack up those eliminations in games that did precede that one. So we'll see what it does mean in this particular game to them. Alright guys, do remember to turn on that like and hit that subscribe as the boys from Done are pulling up onto this position, but it's not working out for them as Red Bull, oh my goodness, they will get dropped down to the ground, and here comes the Pans as they will be put down right there. Amazing defense coming in from the boys from QST as they continue to put them down to the ground. Saif can only just watch and look helplessly in this particular position as Easy, Fighter, and Kante somehow will be taking them back into the lobby. Alaji getting taken out quite early on, can only just look on as the rest of his teammates are having fun right now. They're pretty much just having fun because they've been going toe-to-toe against every single team throughout. But you would think with Alaji being dropped down, they would put some brakes, pump the brakes on those eliminations that they've been getting. But no, that is not happening. That's not how they roll. They will continue on to get those eliminations, and that is exactly what they do. But speaking about eliminations coming through right here, we will be turning our sights onto the boys. Pound as Plaza gets put down to the ground, and he's found himself in quite a very similar circumstance. I can't count how many times I've seen Plaza gets it knocked down. I mean, it's been a while I played PUBG, but I do like the fact that you can be knocked and open a door. That's quite cool. That is quite cool. Alright, so the boys from SLR are currently rotating around this vicinity, looking to see if they can take out the boys from Hound. One of the players has gotten put down to the ground, but they had gotten an elimination onto Plaza themselves. It'll be curious to see how this one continues to flow. Mazzaro begins to feel the heat too as well. He also down. Raven gets to feel the onslaught coming through from the boys from Hound as they make quick work of that one. They get the knock, they get the elimination quite quickly. Now is when they have been triggered. They're quite aware that it's just 2 players left for the boys from SLR, and you can see Koa leading that charge, trying as much as possible to see if he can pull up onto that position where Manuel is currently at and take him down. The boys from SLR are trying to increase their numbers as much as they can because they know that they have got one elimination up against the boys from Black Hound. Here is where things might now begin to get super interesting. There's also a potential third party coming through in this particular one right here in Yaznaya. So we'll see how things continue to bleed out. Do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what you guys think about the games so far. Who do you think is going to win this one? Do Blackhounds still have a chance, regardless of the fact that they've lost one of their players? We'll see how it goes out in this particular position right here in years 9. The bottom SLR have come into this vicinity looking to see if they can take them out. Will they succeed? Do you think that they can pull it off? Or will the bottom hound come out on top of the day again? They're still so within this position, so you've definitely got to put them into consideration as well. You cannot rule them out, but I'm not sure it's quite aware of the numbers in this position, because they've got to be careful. But that nade coming through right there, I do think Manuel somehow naded himself. And what a disaster coming through from Manuel, as the boys from Hound will now be capitalizing on that mistake and going through for that elimination to come through. Definitely not let that elimination waste, and they are now taking him out. The boys from SLR find themselves in quite a sticky situation, as they're left with just 8W2, who's got 7 teams around him. Aside from the fact that Hound is making that push to see if he can get that hill, but they will now be sent back into the lobby, and Hound will now be turning their sights onto the rest of the players from Seoul. Quite amazing while coming through. You can see that core. So much action going down in the lobby, but we turn our sights onto the boys on QST, who are continuing on to do the damage. They have now lost another player. They've reduced the deficit down to just 2 players so far, but that's not probably going to hold them down. But ooh, Dan gets dropped down right there, and it's just left with Easy. Easy has got so many different players. The boys from RT9 are also pulling up on this vicinity, and Easy might now just be the Trojan horse, because they've got nothing to lose. They've gotten the eliminations as well in this particular game as the kills. They've gotten the chicken dinner, but they can take a look onto this fight right in front of them that's happening. And that's exactly what he does. Capitalize, being the Trojan horse, being the one who comes in and causes so much confusion. But there is Spec right there on that mountain. Might be causing some trouble for Shroud. And Spec just driving around, looking to see if he can get into a good position. But he's got to be really careful, because they're still Easy in this position, who needs to be taken care of. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. They want to see if they can take Easy out. We'll see how this one continues to pan out for Easy. He's been holding this position quite well so far. But here comes Spec. He's pulling up onto that position. They're throwing that nade, and they do take out Easy and send him back into the lobby. Ooh. An exchange of nades right there, but at the end of the day, the boys from RT9 are looking like they will be still in this game away, with Shroud getting himself 5 eliminations so far. RT9 are now beginning to find themselves in quite a sticky situation. As Shroud and his boys are getting third party. They had gotten themselves 9 eliminations to boot in this game before the Conquerors did pull up onto this location. But right now, they are now finding themselves in quite what is a difficult skirmish for them to handle. He's coming in right there, like bang da da dang, but he does drop down one buddy. But at the end of the day, there's still 2 more players to contend with, and it's all down to his teammate Level to somehow get them out of this situation. But can Level do it? Can Level somehow find a way to seal the deal against the boys from Conquerors. He's making that push right there, but at the end of the day, he will get sent back into the lobby by Combat, and Combat and his boys managed to hold it out. So it looked like Shroud and his boys were onto something when they had taken out a couple of teams in front of them, but that third party coming through right there from the Conquerors, they'll seal the deal and take them back into the lobby. All right, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get things going. Let's get things going. I've seen just a few bits of charts right here today. So I don't know. Maybe you guys are not in the mood. I see people watching, but maybe you guys are not in the mood. So it's just one of those things. It's probably one of those days, I guess. So we'll just continue. I will try as much as possible to give as much content as I can. Share out the stream, share out to groups, and let's get people watching. Let's get people on board with us, at least for this final game of the night. But speaking about final games for the night, there was some EOT. We'll be making the push. We're just going to turn onto them. But now the gangsters who've been now the heat. Osama just left with Zaza, and gangsters hold their position quite well. Definitely living up to the name, as you can see them getting 3 kills each. Definitely awesome. Ruthless gangsters right there, as they are currently sitting out with 12 eliminations. We've still got about 5 teams right here within the lobby, and things are going quite well so far for these guys. But taking a look at that zone, you can see it circling just the same way it did in the first game around that Rosa region. A lot of work for these teams to do, but there's still Blackhound within the conversation. They've still got about 3 players. Remember, they have gotten the winner chicken dinner today. They just need to continue to get those eliminations to come through. Storm is going to sit down with 3 eliminations so far, and the team is looking quite strong. Quite some unfortunate event for the boys from Conquerors, as they do have one of the players currently dropped down. It's just Combat and Dragon to somehow hold things out for them. But the boys from Hound are not looking like they want to make this push. Don't want to quite overextend, as they do not need to. They've got a quite good position within that center circle, so it's not looking bad for them. But it looks like taking a little bit of a detour towards that position, and I do believe some nades are going to be flying pretty soon, as they're all looking to see if they can end the game quite early. But Storm will get taken out with that nade coming in from Arakan, and the Conquerors are not holding back as they continue to fight tooth and nail to keep that position which they have worked so dearly for. And the Conquerors is sitting down with 7 eliminations in this game. We've still got about 5 teams so far. There's still a lot of to go down. You can see those shots coming through from Koa, trying to see if he can drop down one of the players from Conquerors. Combat just hiding behind that wall. Still somehow trying as much as possible to see if he can stay alive. And it has been quite an eventful day so far. We've seen so much going down between the teams, and I would say I've really enjoyed it myself. There's been no pushover from these teams. It has been quite an interesting ton of events going down so far. But I think it might be the time where, you know, the boys from Gangsters do come out on top. They are currently sitting down with a full squad. They've gotten themselves a whole bunch of eliminations, and they definitely will be looking like a team who wants to go out and steal this game from under the neck of everyone. But now, speaking about stealing, now getting into action to themselves as they turn the sights onto the boys from R7. They almost got a knock to come through right there. I'm sure if they had gotten that knock, push onto that building, and you can see that Watch 88 is trying as much as possible to see if he can get that push onto that location, that building. Malik is trying to throw in the nades right there, and the two of them are working hand in hand to see if they can do do some damage onto this team. R7. Okay, so Manny continuing on with his onslaught right there as he continues to see if he can get that entry knock into that building. But here comes the craziness right there. The gangsters have got to find themselves into that zone. You see this eaching back closer and closer. They did want that spot, but somehow the Conquerors or R7 were able to hold their position quite well. Now coming in from that southwestern and southeastern region, there are several different teams who have got to now begin to make their rotations into that position within that zone. The Conquerors find themselves in quite a good space themselves as they had taken out a couple of teams who were trying to snatch that position for them. They've held it on quite strong, as you can see right there within that zone. And Pound player Stum paid quite dearly for it while he tried to get that position. But speaking about paying quite dearly, the boys from Hound are continuing to fight to a nail to see if they can get a spot to call their own. And you can see that Plaza himself get a knock onto some of his players, and he's now turning the sights onto Memo, who jumps down from his vehicle and will now begin to be sent back into the lobby as Plaza gets another elimination to come through. The boys from Hound are now beginning to have some more space to be able to operate and move into the zone. Quite a dangerous spot for him to be in, as there's several different teams around this vicinity. They will obviously be prioritizing trying to get into that zone, but all the way on the other corner, there's Koa, who does get taken down right here. He's looking for that revive, but will he have the time as was on R7 currently making those rotations around this corner? He tries to send all the shots onto R7. Oh my goodness, what a time right here as they're able to distract him long enough for him to have to come into. Probably some interesting one right there as they do find themselves in that position. They've done quite well. Finished in 4th place, but now we'll be turning our sights over to the boys and gangsters. We talked about them quite early on. They were getting some massive number of eliminations on the board, as they are currently sitting down with 15 eliminations so far, but that doesn't tell the entire story, as they have been totally aggressive and busting the lobby, finding themselves in spaces over and over again. Currently they're not situated in that center. They've got to make that push on to where the boys and Conquerors are currently situated at, but it does look like they will have no problems doing that. They've got the numbers advantage as it's a 4v3 situation. We'll see at the end of the day who does come out on top between them and boys and Conquerors. Remember, Conquerors had taken out one of the defending champions in this game, holding their spots, the boys from Hound. When I say defending champions, I'm talking about them winning the previous game, not defending champions of winning tournaments. Anyways, you know what I mean. Aragon, who had taken out the shot, he was trying to pull up onto this position, quite aware of how they can defend this position. I'll be curious to see what their strategy is at. They're just going to wait things out as much as they can. Quite interesting position for them to be.